Davidoff Cool Water is one of those perfumes that I know people that I knew when I was young wore, because this came out, was this 2000s or the 90s? Let's have a little look. Ooh, 1996. Oh my goodness. Well, this would have been one of the first ever aquatics then, to be fair. Now, that explains why I find this weird. Because the early aquatics, this might have been the first ever one actually, if it was 96. So my favourite early aquatic is Oxygen by Lanvin, and that, like compared to aquatics now, like kind of, you know, Valentino kind of Aqua de Gioia, that kind of thing. The old aquatics I think are very different. They, like my favorite one, Oxygen, it's kind of creamy and lactonic. It's very strange, but it also has this fresh clean spa smell about it. And Davidoff Cool Water for women, this one, it has a huge amount of notes in it, and yes, it does have something aquatic going on, but it's like also powdery, perfumey, like in an old school perfume way. So it's, yeah, it's quite different from stuff that you'd have that's aquatic now, I think. But anyway, so I never wore this. Smelling it now, I do kind of remember it from other people, but I just wanted to try it because I've never actually worn it, and I thought, oh, okay. It came up on, I think, Direct Cosmetic, test a bottle, and I thought, okay, I'll try it. I don't like this perfume. I do not like this perfume. This is a blind by fail. I do love the bottle. I think it's really beautiful. It's really cool. Lovely colour. Again, like, I mean, you know, blues and turquoises, I'm into it, but I don't like this at all. Nope. It's really hard to explain why. I'll read you the notes. There's so many of them, but there's a number of things in here that I could have a problem with, to be honest. So the top notes are melon, lotus, lemon, pineapple, quince, cologne. Now that's some kind of molecule. They don't. That's not normally good news for me, so that's fair enough. Lily and blackcurrant. Middle notes: lotus, water lily, lily of the valley, jasmine, honey, hawthorn, and rose. Oof. Base notes: musk, vetiver, blackberry, raspberry, violet root, peach, sandalwood, and vanilla. So I probably should have looked at this and gone, it's got lotus and water lily, which are the two florals in aquatics that I find a bit boring. It's got honey and jasmine, and then it's got peach and vanilla. Oh my goodness, I should have known that this wasn't going to be for me. But let me just show the votes. So according to the votes, melon is the top note, followed by lotus, water lily, and lemon. Then it drops down a fair bit to pineapple, quince, and the molecule cologne. Calon, I don't know how to say it. And then you start really dropping down, but there's something old school and powdery about this, and it doesn't sit well on my skin. I don't like the smell of it. It reminds me of other kind of slightly aquatic things I've smelled recently that also smell like super like an old school perfume. So like, for instance, the guava-y one from, what's it called? Oh, the turquoise, Versace Dylan turquoise. It's got that. It doesn't smell the same as that, but it's got the same kind of vibe in that it's like aquatic and it's fruity, but it also smells like quite a traditional perfume underneath. You know, and the same way that I found that with Vera Wang Glam Princess. There's something about it that makes me really uncomfortable, and I don't like it. So this one's not going to stay with me. Yeah, I mean, I don't really have much else to say about it, because some people really love this, and that is totally fair enough. It is just very much not my kind of jam. If I go aquatic, I want something that's watery and doesn't smell like a traditional perfume, something that you'd still imagine would be okay. So for instance, like, so the Jill Sander Sport Woman, that it's blue. It smells like it should be blue, but it doesn't have that kind of vintagey smell to it, and I can't get on board with like vintage smelling perfumes that are also aquatic. Like, those two things really clash for me. But again, if you don't have that problem, this is a classic for a reason. They've been making it and selling it for like since 1996. So there's obviously something about it that really works for other people. It just doesn't work for me. But you know, that has to happen sometimes. So I'll have to pass this one on. It was really fun to try it though, because this is from my generation. You know, this came out the same year as my favourite ever perfume, the Belzeriki from Nina Ricci. So you know, it's good to try these things.